found a rag on the ground. The reason why I'm looking into this pencil is because as long as it's a bigger diameter somehow than this, should be able to widen it a little. Right now I'm dealing with a piece that's, one is too big for the other and the other's too small for the other. But there is a way to combat that. It might be too big, but if I chuck this in the trunk of that drill press, I can use the sander and just slowly sand bits away of this so that it fits this tube. The problem with that is as soon as I sand it away, it won't fit this tube. It's meant for this tube. So I have to find out the places I can use this tube. Oh no, I only have one place as far as I know. The one place is connecting this pump to this. Alright. This should be allowed to be completely submersible. My other problem I'm going to run into is size. Oh, wow, this got almost out of frame. Okay, I'm going to back this up so I can... No, I can't back it up. Alright. I can slightly turn it and then take it, loosen the base, turn it back. So that as long as something's on this table, I should be fine. Alright, so I can get this tube around here and around this. So I just need the other two to be this size, right? Well, that's going to be some major expansion. These two are basically the same size, except there's one thing. This tube fits into that tube. I think this one's technically smaller. It is. By less than one size. So the outer diameter of this is 3/8. The outer diameter. The inner diameter of this, what did I say? The outer diameter is half. So this is half. If I have 4/8, then it becomes a half. This should be able to stretch big enough. I just needed to get it there. Alright, so I got my two. Now, my two pieces, I think I'm only ever going to need this much. It literally goes past the center. Okay, actually I should probably make sure. So I'm going to go there. Should just be able to stretch all the way across. And then a little more. So I'm just going to undo another one of these loops. Twist this again. I always want to you always want to have too much than too little. Ah, there we go. Now, I shouldn't have to run into using this tube again, so I'm going to try putting this back on. There we go. This tube is now no longer needed. Right now. Emphasis on right now. And that's the silicone isn't the only thing I brought. Just in case all else fails. All-purpose epoxy. But my goal is not to use that. It's like, if it's not sticking. Because I come back like a day later and this is not doing it. How long does this take? Doesn't actually say, does it? I don't know. Typical product info. Non-paintable, clean up. Tack-free in 30 minutes. Full cure is 24 hours. So 30 minutes, it's no longer sticky. 24 hours is when it's done. Alright, just gonna take this off. Off. Off is such a strong word. Term. Word terms. Terms of the words. Gotta cut it again. Jesus. Gotta stretch one. Gotta stretch the one. I'm actually having two different predicaments here. This one, I have to stretch it over. I mean, I have to stretch it in here. The other one, I have to stretch it over it. I'm having two different predicaments. Oh, we're such nunces. We said that before, that this bowl was never going to stick. It takes longer than 5 minutes to cure. After 5 minutes, we were poking around with it. And no, that's not how any type of glue works. Unless it's crazy glue, because that dries really, really quick, because it's such a thin layer, but it's really strong. Alright, I think I'm going to go see the... Where did I put that tea? There's the tea. Alright. So, I didn't clean up this area because I didn't think I was going to use this. So let's take this, turn it up, take this, turn it around, and you guys might as well get closer. Might as well. You've heard nothing? No, you guys have to aim more up. I forgot about that. Okay, so I'm going to tighten these knobs down. Alright, so the drill press cord is here. The power is here. Yes, this is also why I put them back on that chair. It gets used for multiple things. So I can't really tighten it down. There we go. Jesus. There we go. Because this is plastic and it will break. Hand tighten should be good. Alright. Actually, what grit is this? 220. No. Actually, I might need to do 220 now that I think about it. Maybe he has a worn down 220 I can use. Coarse. Coarse and a worn down 220. This has a light. Coarse first. I'm pretty much going to be going like that around it. average spinning is 1,600. Was that 1,600? I'll go get. Nah, I don't need calipers. I got tubes. It just has to fit on it, and not just immediately say go away. Ah, yeah, I can make it fit. Just a little more though. I'll go with 220 now. This is the only reason why I know it's used. One's, I don't know if you guys can see, it's a little more thinner than the other. Probably should move my head out of the way. Oh no. So I was about to grab it and turn it on. So that should also do. I can lose a little more, but I think I'm gonna go until it's flat, smooth. So once it's smooth, I know it's as thin as it can go. If anything, I can just, like I said, seal it with the silicone or seal it with the epoxy. I just don't want to be, because it has to go onto the fountain first. This can't be that hard to put on. Because the fountain is not necessarily the most expensive thing. It's like $100. I don't know much about fountains, okay? I've only seen either the really tiny ones or the really big ones. So I don't know how vast the difference in price they can be. Basically is what I'm saying. Is there something else that takes like a lot off at once? think. This looks like a version of steel wool, so I found gloves. There we go. That is so smooth. I don't think this is steel wool. Smoother than what they have. No clue what that was, but I don't think it took off anything. No, if it didn't take off anything, I'm just going to put it to the side and it can be my finisher. Is this the coarse one? No, this is 220. I said no, I'm not using it. It doesn't have that much grip left. So let's see here. I don't care if the tube thing gets smaller. It's not necessarily one of my concerns. I need a way to make this bigger. Of course I would find the perfect fit. I want to make it bigger. Here, let me find the perfect fit. Does this Joel have charge? Yes. And now I have a pencil on a Joe. There we go. Come on, friction. Oh yeah, I can use the power of friction to make the tube bigger. I don't really want to do that too much. Just altered the chemistry of the tube too. May need to epoxy this one on. Let's see if it fits on the statue. No, it's widened it enough that it doesn't fit. So I can use it. I'll have to epoxy it on though. It would have to be a dab because it eventually has to come off for cleaning. So, I know I'm doing things in the background, but I haven't really done much. Okay. I'm thinking right now. I don't know if I'll leave this quiet part in the video. Metal file. Ideas will pop into my head, but if I can't find the tool, it means nothing. I probably was like. Directly at the side, not the wall. Where are the chisels? I know there's a chisel that is a half file. By half file, I mean one side of the file. Not going to touch things, don't want other things to fall. From that section at least. Oh, there's one. Behind everything. Good old nice metal. Gonna help you guys to see, but I need to get this one. Where'd I put that tube? Oh my god, it went back! Oh, it went back to a hard shape. Well, not hard. Hard feeling. A little more sanding.